does the responsibility lie? Why the barriers? Why aren't we participating? Is affirmative action not delivering what it should have? I think it has to a certain extent. If you just look at the percentage of women in parliament, so now we have the quantity. We need to work on the quality. I believe to make a president, we need quality. We need resilience. We need resources. Those things that we are dilly-dallying about, and like the last male panelist, you gave us a hard blow that we are not here to do what? Yes, they are not here to massage us. We must earn this space. But even going forward, whichever space we occupy, we should earn this space. So the issue is that what are we doing about it? And what is our role as the media? Where are the barriers? I think it goes without saying that legally, there's nothing in the legal provisions of this country that prevents any woman from standing for presidency or any of these other spaces. But for me, if you look at the question of citizenship, age, the signatures, the party endorsement, why aren't women there? There's nothing that stops us from being there. But if you examine a little closer inside, the practice really forbids women from participating. And I'd really like to focus on this a bit, of course mindful of the time. The patriarchal political culture. Leadership is always viewed as masculine space. And when people like Patricia speak, here in Uganda you like to say, Yakura Sajja. Yes? You like saying that, male-like, yeah? So female aspirants are often, poked on. Everybody has said here about those games they play, your dressing, how you look like. And then the failure to appreciate that if you call Patricia, who has to pick her kid at 3, and she says, unfortunately, I can't at such short notice, it is a problem. Affirmative action has its pluses, but now we must work on the context of stepping away from those boxes and trying to be mainstream. So these interlocking barriers help explain why even the Constitution, however much it seems progressive, women remain absent from the highest level of political competition. And the role of the media colleagues should start right there in changing the consciousness, our agenda setting role. What are we doing with our agenda setting role? Are we reinforcing the status quo, or are we making a difference?
My name is Ajat Safia Nanwe Junko. I've been a member of parliament for the last 15 years. Of course, chairing the Equal Opportunities Committee and the Human Rights Committee as the founder also. But now I was appointed by the President to chair the Equal Opportunities Commission. And the experiences that have been shared here by the women politicians and women with disabilities and the media practitioners reveal glaring gaps in promoting gender equality. However, a free and fair election is not possible without media, and therefore media is a critical aspect of democracy. I would like to reiterate the point that whatever we have discussed, we need flexibility with media coverage. I give my personal experience. With CBS Radio, they don't have an elevator. But whenever they want a coverage with me, I can go with my car, sit downstairs, and then I make a presentation. Even with NTV, I don't know whether they are here, they normally come to my home. As the former speaker said, you cannot just run on me because I have already a program on me. You cannot just bump on me and say that I come and make a presentation. In Uganda, we should appreciate that we have the Constitution, which actually gives us a lot of space with affirmative action, as we have said. We should not say that affirmative, I wouldn't like to agree with my colleague that affirmative action puts us in one corner. Actually, affirmative action has made us to achieve a lot. I don't know whether Margaret and Tim would be interested, and maybe other women players, other civil society organizations, would be interested to document the achievements we have got under affirmative action. I just want to take an example of myself. Would you ever imagine that a person like me, a person with a disability, can be elected to parliament and I go and shake the entire parliament? You remember when I was actually advocating for the certificate of gender and equity compliance? Everybody listened to me, and actually when we were passing the Public Finance Management Act, I got that certificate through. And I'm telling you, Parliament of Uganda, the budget of this country can never be passed without that certificate. No agency, no budget of any agency, ministry, department can be passed unless it has been assessed by Equal Opportunities Commission, recommended to Minister of Finance to be given a certificate of gender and equity compliance, and at parliamentary level, if you don't have that certificate, your budget can never be passed. So we should commend President Museveni. We should commend affirmative action, and we should be able to build on the achievements of affirmative action.
Happy to be here, Dr. Kayongo Aisha are my names. I hold a doctorate in peace governance and development from the United Nations University. I've been privileged to be in so many workshops, nationally and internationally, but this is one thing I want us as a country to appreciate. We normally have these very good workshops, we have these very good discussions and interactions, but at the end of the day, we don't implement. We are very good in executing our English command, but at the end of the day, then what? My questions would be, why are we here? What is it that we want to do? For those who have done researches, I've had quite many projects that have run for years, but again, we're not seeing improvement. So my thinking would be, even for this workshop right now, I would wish to have seen a rapporteur team that is supposed to be taking us through the action plans. We are going to live here, we are done with this workshop, then what? Our issue is women representation is not that much visible. Thank you so very much. They are not visible. Then as a country, what do? We are so much focused onto the mainstream media. We are having issues with agencies. For those who are so much interested into media, get on to TikTok, social media. A lot is happening on there. Then I had one of the panelists talking about us having like those laws executed, because then however much we are going to talk about people, maybe the negative reporting is quite something that is very familiar to us and we should all must have to appreciate. But then what do we need to do? How are we going to do it? Can I see us forge a way forward on how best we are going to make improvements into this? And for the next workshops, perhaps maybe we may have to have in the future, we come up with an implementable action plan.